Hey, I was just reflecting about the live stream that I just made. My second live stream. And what I come up with is I was talking about parallels of, let me say, narcissistic and psychopathic abuse with global politics and war realities. Yet, don't get me wrong, I don't want to compare these in any sense, because all of this is individual realities, and that's all I can say to it. And while war, real war, physical war, like in Ukraine, rather leads to PTSD, and narcissistic psychopathic abuse can lead to CPTSD, which is overlapping in certain ways but also different. Now, what I just came up with, what I connected in my head is we now know two, or I now know two humiliation rituals that we can freely watch on YouTube using triangulation, with probably narcissists and psychopaths involved. And one of them is when Zelensky is in the White House and is triangulated by Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. So they have this talk and humiliate Zelensky publicly. And the other video is the Red Table Talk by Jada Pinkett Smith, where she humiliates Will Smith because she triangulated him using a mentally sick or unstable person that has been introduced to the family to undermine Will Smith's healthy self-confidence, because she is dependent of him. She wants something from Will, and she's suffering from the fact that he is infinitely more successful than she is. But if you want another narration for this, I recommend you read the book of Jada Pinkett, Worthy. In this book, she will be presenting herself being on a healing journey and trying to create peace. But for a psychopath, creating peace means that everything goes in the way the psychopath intends. Otherwise, it's war, right? So there will not be used words like that she triangulates Will Smith using a mentally sick person that is introduced to the family. She will also not take responsibility for her own son, Jaden. At some point wanted to quit, like wanted to be divorced from his own family because he realized that his parents were in a constant struggle that involved, let me say, dynamics that had not his best interest at heart. Okay, so I just want to point out, if you want to see public humiliation rituals, you can watch J.D. Vance and Donald Trump talking to Zelensky. Or you can watch the Red Table Talk featuring Jada Pinkett Smith. And when you watch the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett, you will see the sadistic satisfaction in her face, because Will Smith, when he walked in there, he thought he gets kind of, he can talk about his emotions and she might see that she made some mistakes and give him an apology or something like that, but that's not the case. That's not the case. It's there to humiliate him, and that's interesting to see how manipulative narratives can be. And yeah, that's all I can say to this. But also, I want to say that I don't take sides in the political businesses of whether it's Zelensky, Donald Trump, JD Vance. I don't take sides there, and none of them is a hero. So Zelensky is not a hero, and Will Smith is also not a hero. Yet these are the targets for humiliation. So the goal is to humiliate Zelensky, the goal is to humiliate Will Smith. But they are not heroes, in my opinion. The hero is an immature concept if applied to a real human being. It's an archetype. The hero is an archetype. And archetypes exist in the collective subconsciousness or in fantasy, not in reality. In reality, human beings exist, and human beings can be influenced by archetypes, but archetypes can mature. I have said 100 times, and I will repeat it. When the hero matures, he can mature in the warrior, because the warrior values his own life. You can check out Miyamoto Musashi. He's not a hero, he's a warrior, because he values his own life. He don't try to save everybody, and he's not sacrificing his own life. But I don't go into deep with this. If you check out my many videos, there's videos where I speak about this probably. Yeah, I just wanted to put this out there. Yeah, just a small reflection. Now we go back to action.